Hello everybody, it's Jules here with Beanie.
Hello.
And welcome back to another episode of the Monday Night Was and the one and only Brobna. And today we have a super special and super comical battle report for you because we are pitting two of the titans of the Combat Patrol format together. And I'm losing steam while talking about this because I know how badly I'm going to get beaten. Because Beanie is going to be fielding my Chaos Knights that were featured in a recent White Dwarf magazine. And I'm going to be fielding the worst, and I mean far inferior version of the Slaaneshi forces that were detailed in a different White Dwarf, and they're headed up by a person called Vivian Pissdrinker, which really says the tone of what's going to happen today. It's knights versus a smattering of demons with no shooting. I can't see how this is going to go well.
But they do love piss.
They do love piss. So let's go see who we're bringing to the table. So here we are on another ruined sector of Brobna, and it is a very condensed and chaotic street that we are fighting on today. There are 3 objectives in play, not that Beanie will care because he can't actually score primaries, but they will be worth a tasty 3 VP each for holding them. And that's pretty much my only chance of beating Beanie today because of the fact that I've got a score on the primary and my secondary, because otherwise I'm gonna be dead. So let's go meet the teams. So here we are with the Chaos Knights. Beanie gets to field 2 of these bad boys here, and my God, are they kitted out for war. Beanie, tell them what they got.
Well, this is the first time I think I've ever played Chaos Knights, so I'm pretty excited.
That's cool.
And Knights in general.
Oh, cool.
So let's see how they go. So on the left we have Carthon and Firegeist. I don't know why he's got 2 names, but K-Geist, I guess, is going to be today. He is a brigand, and he has an Avenger chain cannon.
Yes, he do.
A demon breath spear.
Yes, he double do.
A tiny little stubber on top of his bonds.
It's a melter gun over here, but let's pretend that it's a stubber.
Whoop whoop. And stompy feet.
Yes.
And then to the right of him is Zarkis and Hellscar. Again, 2 names for 1 person, but that's cool.
It's like naming your bike, though, isn't it? You've got to give it a funky name.
Yeah, I guess one is the name of the pilot, and then that's the name of his steed.
Chassis, yeah.
Yes. So he has is a stalker and has an Avenger chain cannon again. He has a Havoc multi-launcher somewhere.
It is definitely not a multi-melter here.
That's right, definitely not. And he has a Slaughter Claw.
Now the Slaughter Claw is brutal up in close combat. I believe it's like -3 damage here.
Oh no, it's way worse than that.
Oh, what is it now?
It's minimum 3 damage. It's D6 plus 2, baby.
Oh, damn.
And they've got Deadly Demise, and today I am giving the Stalker, Hellscar, is going to be getting the ability on a 2-up in combat. If you happen to kill him in combat before he fights, on a 2-up he gets to have a fight and counts as having 1 wound. But as we've seen in every game where I choose this ability, I will roll that 1. And today will not change this.
It is your version of Bonehead from Blood Bowl, isn't it? It's just whenever you say that I'm going to roll that 1, it comes up. So there it is. So you get 2 big bad mamma jammers, a ton of shooting, and extra shooting, plus a hefty bit of combat as well. But there is one distinction between this and other combat patrols, and that is that Beanie cannot score on the primary. Instead, he only has 1 option for a secondary, which is
the Ravaging Onslaught, which basically at the start of the command phase, I will pick my primary quarry.
Yes, you will.
And if I murderize them by the end of my turn, or by the end of by the battle round, I'll score 5 VP. And you have to pick the secondary quarry, which is worth 10 VP. So essentially, you've got to pick someone that you aren't planning to throw at me. Oh wait,
that's
all
of my army.
Do.
I know, right? But it does mean that he's capped out at, what is it, like 15 VP for totality. But the thing is that when you kill with these guys so quickly, your opponent can't score anyway, which is pretty much the main aim.
See, now this is what I'm wondering with it, because it's in your command phase, select one enemy unit that has not been destroyed. And then at the start of your next command phase or the end of the battle, you score the VP as follows.
Okay, so you can score that.
I can choose another.
Does it have a maximum you can score in it? Because some of them have a, you can only score a maximum of that. Okay, cool. So that is your only way of scoring, but you can actually score more than 15.
Yeah. So I might be able to ramp up because you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 units. I could potentially get 30.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. But let's go meet my forces with the rousing battle cry of because they're all gargling piss all the time. That is the law law that I've created for this combat patrol force, and you cannot tell me any different, GW, no matter how many lawyers you send to my house. This is Vivian Piss Drinker's Piss Parade. It is a fun time indeed, and by fun I mean absolutely woefully terrible, because this is Vivian Piss Drinker, and they are a sorcerer, despite not looking like that whatsoever, and they will be attached to these Tormentors over here, which are being represented by some Horus Heresy models. I have a multi-melter in there, or a melter gun I should say, and that is about it. I lose the Infiltrators keyword by attaching them, so that's fantastic. I have 3 Fiends, which are pretty cool. They do have Deep Strike, and they have 5 attacks, -2, and 2 damage apiece. And I have 10 Demonets over here that also have Deep Strike and Devastating Wounds on their claws. But they're only Strength 3, so haha, I'll be wounding on 6s anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not a great force whatsoever, but the enhancement at least goes somewhat to making Vivian Piss Drinker a little better, because it's I'm choosing the one that gives them the ability to re-roll the wound and damage roll for any psychic weapons, which is their shooting and their melee weapon. Only problem is, apart from that shooting, I've only got the bolt guns and the melter on this force here. That's it. That's all I've got shooting-wise. So I have to get in close in order to do any damage against those knights. And they might have more gun than I. But let's see how things go as we jump onto the table. Oh, actually, I've chosen a different secondary today.
Ooh, spicy.
So in the previous video, I did it where it was all about failing battle shocks and destroying enemy units. Here, if I kill your warlord and characters, I get points for that. So I can score a maximum of 15 points on that secondary, but I'll detail that as and when it comes up. Oh, I am weeping, my friends, weeping, because we've just done the deployment, and it's like, it's so quick, but I'm so terrified. Beanie's put one of his boys over here, his enhancement clad stalker, and he's put his brigand over here. So basically it's cut the board in 2 because he can maneuver around and start shooting down some firing lines here. And I've gone pretty cagey as a result. My Demonets are in Deep Strike. Vivian Piss Drinker and the boys are over here behind this massive ruin, hopefully just cutting down to just 1 round of horrendous shooting that they'll have to take. And then the Fiends are just going to have to brave it and just figure out where to go after the fact. So now it is time to roll on camera, my friend, to see who gets turn 1 priority. And I get a cool 1! Fantastic! 4!
4!
Beanie's going first as we move into Chaos Knight's turn 1. Well, that was a very quick, and some would say incredibly maniacally eager first turn move. Beanie was singing, he was laughing, he's counting all of his dice with glee, all because of the fact that he pushed up his 2 models here. He can see Vivian and the boys, he can see the Fiends over here, so the shooting is now going to begin. Thankfully, I mean, I say thankfully with huge quotation marks, I'm outside of Melter 4 range. But remember, this thing hits on 2s.
Yeah,
Combat
it does.
Patrol is a balanced affair, my friends. So
that's right.
It is time now for some shooting. And who are you going to start first?
So the good shooter is going to start off by shooting some melters into you.
Okay, so how many shots does this get?
2.
2 melter shots coming in thick and fast, my friends.
There's the 1.
There's the 1. Wounding on 2s, I would imagine.
You would be right.
It's an AP on this.
-4, so no save.
It'll be down to a 3 because of cover,
Okay, so
so
6.
6 up save to keep my boy alive. Oh, what a surprise. D6 plus?
Just D6, so 6 wounds. So 1 man is very much not alive.
Vaporized. Indeed, indeed.
And now on to the, because I'm within 18-inch range, it'll be 6 shots from the stubber.
Yes, it will, because you are within rapid fire. Hitting on 2s again, I imagine.
Oh, we are.
Ooh, baby. Do the 6s do anything here, or is it just
No,
flat?
no,
Okay.
no, because I think that's just that's too many rules that would hurt your soul.
Yeah, it would do indeed.
Oh yeah, and I forgot to say at the start as well, person with Slaughter Claw has the sustained hits too,
yes,
on his melee, just in case you decide to fight me.
Yeah, Beanie does get to give an order out at the beginning of the battle round, and it does allow him to do either a move, regain a wound, or add sustained hits 2 to his melee, which is brutal.
Yes, until the start of my next command phase.
Yep.
So if you decide to charge me,
Then I am in for a world of hurt.
Yes.
So, it is now time. Oh, and also, this is the primary, this is the secondary quarry, because it has to be units on the table, so Beanie's probably going to get his full max in the first turn.
let's try. So now it's 3s to wound.
Yes, strength 5, is it?
Yes.
Okay, so 2 wounds coming in, AP dash?
Yes.
So 3s, I made them both. Ooh, lucky me.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, make him work for it. Now it's the Avenger Chain Cannon, which is 12 shots, hitting on 2. Any special rules?
No.
Strength 6, though, -1, which will be down to -0, but still. Oh, so 2s to hit. Only drop in 3.
Well, 3, not great.
And then it's 3s to wound here, which is going to be... Oh, so many dice being... Rub it in, mate. Oh, look at all those 6s, Jesus.
If only they did something.
Okay, what am I looking at then?
So 5.
5. 3-ups for my boys. I failed 3 of them, which means 1.5 shell goes down. So this guy goes, and one of these guys is on 1 wound. I'm going to put it onto this guy in the middle. And that's the end of the shooting of this guy, I believe.
Yeah, like it could have gone better.
Well, I mean, I'm not complaining, but at the same time, yeesh. Now it's time to go over to the other absolute hammer that is about to destroy my models. You've got a stubber and you've got the Avenger Chain Cannon again.
So it's a Havoc launcher.
Oh, apologies. Yes.
Yeah,
so
forget about the Havoc.
So do you want to fire that first, or does it matter because they're both damaged?
So the Havoc launcher is indirect. So I'm going to make it hit on 4s, and
Okay.
I'm going to have it shoot the other unit.
Oh, you're going to fly over and finish off this squad. Good idea. So D6.
Yep.
For 3. 3 shots hitting on 4s. 1 hit, strength of
5.
so 3s to wound. No batter, no batter.
With a try though.
And then it's going to be the Avenger Chain Cannon down into the Fiends. 12 shots. This is hitting on 3s though. Luckily, he is slightly worse at shooting.
Oh yeah, he is.
But I mean, do they care at this point in time? They're just having fun.
Okay, and the toughness
is 5.
Still 3s to wound.
Yeah,
though.
unfortunately, I'd said it like it actually meant something.
You did.
And it wouldn't have meant anything anyway with that roll.
So 7 at -1.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Straight onto my 5-up saves because of the fact that my base save is 7-up regularly. Delicious. That is going to be a dead fiend right there.
I'll
4
take that.
wounds. Okay, so that is one of the fiends out of commish right there. That was a pretty brutal shooting phase, but it ain't over yet, kids, because that's now time for a charge, but hopefully he's outside. Oh, thank God, I've bought myself some time. And over here, get out of town, baby. Okay.
So close.
Oh.
I should have used the extra movement.
But still, that's not a great start for me. 2 guys down and a fiend. But that is the end of Beanie's turn 1. Now you may be thinking to yourself, Jules, didn't you have more models than this? Yes, I bloody did, until Beanie decided to do an Overwatch that ripped apart the sergeant that was there and the guy that was on 1 wound. So I'm just left with the Melter Gun and the Vivian of Piss Drinker name and renown. The Fiends moved over here because, again, they have no shooting, they have no purpose other than to get into combat, and unfortunately, that's where they got to go. And obviously, the Demonets cannot come down in turn 1. So here we are, into the shooting phase. It's going to be, obviously, the focused Witchfire of agonizing energies. D6 shots into this guy right in front of us. They're trying to weaken up the sauce. 1 shot, a great start. It's going to be...
This is hazardous as well, isn't it?
It is indeed hitting on 3s. Thank God. And then it's going to be wounding you. It's strength 6, your toughness 10, so 5s re-rolling. It's a devastating wound as well, so it is D3 damage that I get to re-roll for the big 3.
Ooh.
So, and I take 4. I do not take any damage for myself there. So the 1 shot that did go off was potent enough and did a lot of damage. Let's see if we can follow suit with the Melter Gun in there as well, hitting on 3s. It's a command point re-roll because otherwise I will do no damage in this game. It is a huge hit. Is it going to be a wound though? Because it's still a wound on 5s, isn't it? Oh, boys. Okay, so that is the end of the shooting phase in its entirety. Oh, God. Oh, God.
At least you got a devastating wound, Matt.
I don't even have grenades. I don't have anything to say. So it's going to be the charging now. That's all we're going to have to do. So Vivian, obviously going to be dominating that as the charge. And this guy over here, charging into them. So let's see if Vivian can get in. With a 6, going to go through and end on this side over here, if that is a possibility. And then on the other side, the Fiends can't fail because they are so close. They tried to, though.
They really did.
I think that Slanesh is testing me with these bad dice rolls over here. They know that there is no point in me fighting, but I will fight anyway, my friends. So we are all in on the combat over here. Fun times are abound. Get out of the way, you fool. There we go. Right, okay, so we're going to go that side. And I'm going to go straight into
You
it.
didn't herald their battle cries.
Okay, so here's the thing. I do have one strat that may come in clutch here. Emperor's Children units. Until the end of the phase, each time a model in a unit makes an attack, if the strength characteristic of that attack is less than or equal to the toughness characteristic, add 1 to the wound roll. So I will wound you on 4s instead of 5s with 1 CP.
For Vivian anyway.
For Vivian, yes. And that is all I can do. So I'm going to do that there. Or is it worth paying over here because I get more damage potential? Well, I'm going to pay for it over the Fiends, because the Fiends will get 10 attacks, and hopefully that will mean more
I was going to say
forward.
it's a bit more than basically a force stave to the Nadgers.
And they do have devastating wounds as well, so I'm going to get 10 dice, and I'll be right back. So unfortunately, I only managed to get 3 wounds in with the Fiends. They are -2 damage apiece.
Okay, so I'm on to my 5s.
Let's see if we got him. Okay, so he does take 4 damage. It's not great, not a single devastating wound out of them. Damn it, we've still got such an uphill climb against us. But now we move over to Vivian, who's going to be doing 4 attacks against the mighty Colossus in front of them. Hitting on 3s. He hits with 3 of them, and now this is going to be wounding you on 5s, re-rolling because it's a psychic weapon. Come on, buddy. Okay, so there's 2 because I knocked 1 in there. So that is -2 again.
It's -2.
It is indeed. So they're powered up. So it's onto your 5s again. Ooh, 2d3, and I get to re-roll the results. So I'll re-roll that one. Okay, so that is going to be 4 damage in total.
It's down to 5.
And then the mighty close combat weapon.
3 attacks.
3 attacks. He hits you twice, wounding you on 6s, I believe.
Yes, indeed.
And no damage done there from the melter gun. So we have 1 down to 5 wounds, 1 down to a much less impressive 6, 7, 8 wounds, and now it's time for Beanie to fight back.
Infernal Rage with the Slaughter Claw means I get 2 extra attacks in this combat.
It does indeed.
Because I just remembered their vehicles. They can shoot in combat.
They can indeed. Thankfully not with the blast weapons, but that is a small consolation.
You don't have no blast weapons.
He does, but Melter.
What?
Melter's blasting it.
No, it's not.
Oh, what? Oh, Christ, that's going to suck. Okay, so that means then it's going to be the Slaughter Claw first, is it?
Yeah, so 6 attacks.
Yep.
Hitting on the 3s. And sustained hits.
I think if you look closer, he hits on the 2s.
No.
Oh, does he? Oh,
yeah.
okay. Oh, okay.
But it's sustained hits 2 on the 6s.
Christ, okay.
There's the 6, which puts 2 of them back in, so I still get 5 through.
Okay, what's the strength of this? 3?
12,
Oh,
12,
okay, so there's 2s. 2s to wound. Christ, on a bike.
Ooh, I dropped 2.
So I've got 3, 5 up invulnerables left.
Yep.
Oh, how much damage did it do again?
D6 plus 2.
Okay, I made 2 of them.
What?
Okay, so that's only D6 plus 2. And he's alive! Ooh, this is actually good news. Okay, so 1 wound remaining on that guy there. Then it's the little chicken feet over here.
Yep.
Oh, that's pretty damn good. Okay, fair enough.
And it's only the Warlord who gets sustained hits, I believe. Sorry, I'm just checking.
Not the Warlord, the...
Nope.
Yeah,
select one
yeah,
Warlord.
One.
Yeah, there we are. And then it's going to be 3 to wound. 2 wounds.
AP-3 up save. Made 1, failed 1, so my melter gun is wounded over here.
Okay. That didn't go as bad. You did pretty well there.
Oh dear. Christ. Oh no. Well, that's the end of my turn 1. We have blunted the spear, but only by throwing our bodies into them at speed.
Yes.
So now it goes over to Beanie's turn 2. He scores 0 on the primary for obvious reasons, but so will I at this rate. And it means that he now has a command point, and he gets to issue a new order to his boys. What do you want to do? Do you want to give sustained hits 2 in the melee again, or do you want to regenerate a wound?
I am going to... Questions. I am going to go with the sustained hits 2 again.
It makes a lot of sense. On the Slaughter Claw again?
Ooh, actually, I could use the thing to give myself a fallback, but then I can't charge.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so I think the Slaughter Claw requires more punching.
Cool. Right, so we're going to go into Beanie's turn 2. Well, that movement phase was over real quick, because as soon as I stopped recording, Beanie said, shooting phase then. So, shooting into combat, at least you're at a -1 to hit me.
I am, so hitting on 3s.
Yes, I forgot that it hits on 2s. it paid off once, yeah?
It did, and now 3s.
Yep. Okay.
2. No AP on this.
Oh, this is the stubber, is it? Mm-hmm. Oh, both made. Oh, come on, stand strong, stand firm.
10, 12.
12. Whenever you pick up those, it's just like, oh, Christ.
Ooh,
Okay, the 2s
well,
actually definitely helped.
That was
out
a
there.
terrible roll.
And then 3s to wound me. Oh, how many?
So 5 minus 1 this time, though, so 4.
Yep. 4 up saves. Oh, I missed the tray, and I failed
All of
them.
them.
So 1, 2, 3.
You're done. He's only got 4
I'm going to
wounds.
have to go for 1 CP reroll here to stay alive. I'm alive on 1 wound remaining. Vivian Pissdrinker is in this, but will they survive the melter to the face? 1, 2. Christ, and with no invulnerable to speak of, that is them out of commission.
I like to think that my gun, like, dried all the piss out of his mouth.
Yes, and
First time
finally,
he's ever spoken.
yeah, and he was like, oh, bloody hell. and then just disappeared into absolute mist and paste. Okay, over here then. Let's see if you got the gumption, bro.
6, 9, 12.
Yeah, 12 shots coming in. Hitting on 4s for you this time. But that's a pretty mighty amount of 6s there.
Yeah, if only they did something, eh?
Oof, bloody hell. Bloody
Okay, and
hell.
then 3s. Okay, so we've got another 5.
Okay.
Minus 1, so on to your 5 up invulnerables.
Yep, it is indeed.
Demon saves.
Ugh. And we have taken, one of them is down to 1 wound remaining over here, and the other guy is dead.
Yes.
So, you can't fire your blast weapon, which is the Havoc Launcher, though.
That's the one weapon that is blast.
So I have been saved for this one moment of glory. Right here, right now, brother. It's going to be the Fiend going first.
5 attacks. Believe, Jules. Believe it.
Hit on 3s. He hits with everything.
Yeah.
But there you get the conversion. I really wish I had that for the mortal wound, the devastating wounds.
Now
Yeah.
you're looking for 5s.
Looking for 5s and 6s. Ooh, we
There's
get one
one.
devastating wound, so that means that you will be
2
taking
damage.
2 damage.
So it's down to 6.
That is less impressive when I realised you were still on 8 wounds.
And now I spend a CP to give him another 2 attacks.
That's so unnecessary. So it's 6 attacks in total.
And
Hit
3s
on 3s
and 6s are
sustained
sustained
hits
2.
2.
But there's no sustain, but they do all.
Lucky me. 2s?
And then casual 2s.
Oh,
So 4.
4 5-up saves to keep my fiends alive. I tried, but unfortunately,
Let's see
they
how
died.
much-
Oh, so dead. So dead. So, we're in a bit of a tricky situation
15
here.
points for me.
Yeah, because that is the full quarry gone. So now it's down to just 10 Demonettes left to do the damage. Can they take down even one of these horrific war machines? Let's find out as we go into my turn 2.
Yeah.
So this is what it all boils down to, my friends. The Demonettes have arrived a little bit late to the party going, where's the rest of them? And it is a 9-inch charge straight into the Slaughter Claw wielding maniac that's in front of them. But remember, if I can get in there, each of these Demonettes gets 3 attacks apiece, hitting on 3s, devastating wounds, and that's it. That's all I'm hinging my horse on. So, can they make the 9-inch charge round the corner into the night? They can, with an 11. Ooh, this changes things a little bit, and it's enough of a distance to mean that I can actually hopefully get all of them in. Ooh.
Do I overwatch him?
How dare you? How dare you? Do the Overwatch, I don't mind. Yeah, do the Overwatch. Do it, mate. Do it if you want to be like
Okay,
that.
well, because you insisted so many times.
We'll be back with the results. As Val Venus once said in the WWF.
Hello, lady.
Yeah, I felt great charging around the until until I realised that even if I do somehow manage to do 6 wounds, the terror of terror is here because of the fact he's your shootiest unit and he's looking at the squishiest models that I've got.
And
But hey,
technically, he's probably better in combat against them because he has
extra attacks, yeah.
Because with that strat, you'll get
Yeah.
4 extra, so you'd have 8 stompies.
So here's the plan, my man. I've got a lot of attacks coming in, 30 in total. At the beginning of the fight phase, you have to take a battle shock test.
Ooh.
It may mean that you can't play that strategy on him come the thing. So let's just see.
Well, you know how much I love failing battle shock.
And you did.
There we are.
and you did, my friend. So that is a battle shock thing there. So that's good news in some regard. And I'm going to play one stratagem for the one which is the +1 to wound. So I instead will now be wounding you on 5s instead of 6s, which is marginally better.
It's something.
So 30 attacks coming in. Let's see how many wounds I can get. Oh me, oh my. Check it out! I managed to do 6 devastating wounds. Forget about all that trash over here that Beanie would have to save anyway.
It's quite a lot to save.
I was actually pretty impressed with that. The Demonets have done it. They've taken down the Titan. There is just one problem that Beanie reminded me of as I celebrated very loudly and obnoxiously. He now rolls a d6, and on a 2-up, he gets to fight before he goes.
That's right.
Bollocks. It's a win!
Every single game.
This game is the best. Okay, so I've taken down one of the characters. That's 5 VP for me, and that means that Beanie's on 15. I'm on 5. But if I kill the other character, then I'll be on 15 too, and then I could just go sit on that objective.
And you could win.
I could win, but there's only one problem, Bean. You have a full shooting thing now against me, and it's with your best guy.
That's right.
That's right. Okay, so we now move into Beanie's turn 3. That's right. Beanie, play the personal soundtrack that the pilot is listening to. He pretty much decided that he would lore walk, just really slowly up here. All the Demonets are starting to go, actually, that probably wasn't a great idea, taking down his mate and pissing him off more. And Beanie's also decided to, with his command phase points, give him sustained hits 2 with chicken feet, and annoyingly he passed his battle shock test as well, because I was hoping that you wouldn't be able to play that annoying stratagem again, but still, here we are. Now it's into your shooting phase with, what's it again? Oh yeah, everything. So what do you want to shoot me with first?
The heavy stomachs is the most insulting of all the guns.
Yeah, okay, so hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 2s.
Yeah, I've forgotten it's 2s.
That's okay, I still missed with 2.
I wish I had like a smoke stratagem or something.
Then 3s. So 3. No AP, so 3 5-ups.
3 5-ups. Not a single one made.
3
that
dead.
is 3 dead so far. It's a great start.
I was expecting you to save at least half.
Come on, just stay alive.
12.
Just stay alive.
On 2s.
Oh no, not a single miss.
And
then this will be
wounded
on
on
2s. No. Come on. Oh no, he
So
only
it's,
got
so
11.
it's 11.
By 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 5-ups to keep the Demonets alive. It could all be over in this one roll because I only have 7 left.
That's right.
Oh Christ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's them gone. And that's the end of the game. Just like that, it is over. I hoped, I believed, and that unfortunately is exactly what Slaanesh wanted. They tantalizingly put victory within my grasp, saying, yeah, Jules, you could do that again if you get in combat. You could kill this thing. Oh, wait. Oh, how delicious it would be to see you humbled and fall. So yeah, that's how powerful knights are. Or is it the question of that's how terrible and guff that other Slaaneshi combat patrol is?
Possibly the worst one, and this is coming from someone who's run the Zangle one a bunch of times.
It's hilarious though. I love the Knights. We should definitely try and get your Imperial Knights ones painted up so then we can do the Knights v Knights, because that would actually be a really like fierce and competitive battle then. But that's it. That was Chaos Knights dominating with style, but
we killed one of them.
We did have a bit of fun. I managed to get one of them in combat. I was pretty good. And I did manage to get Vivian Pistrinker at least into combat in the first place. So, hey, I'm not counting it as a total humiliation. Just a little humiliation.
But that's what Slaanesh is into anyway.
Exactly.
So.
It's their kink, isn't it? Well, what isn't at this point? So there we go. That has been the Combat Patrol, the Piss Drinkers versus the Chaos Knights. Let us know what you thought about it down in the comment section below. And I'll tell you what, as a little bit of a spin, tell us who you want the Chaos Knights to go up against. Because I want to see, can they steamroll every Combat Patrol?
Yes.
But I want to see it, and I love playing with and against them. So let us know down in the combat. What?
We need to get Rapid over with his Drukhari, the anti-tank combat patrol.
Now they are a stinky combat patrol.
Hang on.
And the amount of dark lances, the amount of anti-tank stuff that they've got there is incredible. So yes, I would definitely love to see how we do it. What would it?
I'm laying down the gauntlet. Rapid, you've got to bring your combat patrol against this.
You see this, Rapid? You see what this means? Just show him this out of
Yeah,
context.
yeah.
You see what this means, Rapid? And he'll be like, what? I don't get it. I don't get it.
It's a terrible glove.
But that's been our battle report for you today. Hope you enjoyed it and embraced the silliness as much as we did. Let us know what you thought about it down in the comments section below. And remember, you can follow us on the social medias. Beanie's over on Instagram and Blue Sky at
Beanie40k.
And you can follow me over on Blue Sky and Instagram, where it's at RetroJ, but the O is a 0. Hope to see you soon, my friends. We'll catch you in a bit.
Bye.
Bye.